Hey everybody, hope you're doing well, hope you're happy, hope you're healthy. I thought I'd make this video today to talk about my ears. In case you couldn't tell by the title of the video, I've been stretching them for almost 9.5 years now, and I'm finally done. Feels like it's been forever. It's been a really, really long journey. A lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff, but yeah, I figured I'd talk about these because these guys are all done. And I got a big bag of goodies here of all the old jewelry that I can't wear anymore. All this stuff, I'll get it on my face here. All this stuff is all too small now. It's a lot of freaking jewelry, man. 9.5 years-ish worth. It's not, it's a little bit less than 9.5 years, but close enough. We're gonna call it 9.5. So yeah, I figured I'd talk about my ears a bit and just you know, like I said, how long it's taken me. I want to answer a couple of common questions that I get asked about them, because every now and then I get somebody that asks, which is cool. That's fine. You know, people just don't know, so hopefully I can answer some questions that some of you might have. So I guess I'll start off with where they are now. They're right now I have them at 1.5 inches or about 38 mil, maybe 39 depending on the piece of jewelry, but thereabouts. And it wasn't really initially that I set out to stretch them to this size. Initially, I just knew I wanted to stretch my ears because I thought they looked cool. So I started going, and I figured I would want to finish off at about 1 inch or so. But then I got to 1 inch, and I realized that no, I'm not done yet. I want to keep going. They're not quite at the size that I want them to be yet. So I kept going, and you know, here we are, 9.5 freaking years later. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty stoked, man. They look nice. They're happy. They're healed. They're healthy. These look nice. They're like a nice stone plug. They got like some weight to them. You know, they like flop around a bit when you move them around. It's kind of nice, you know. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, so I guess I'll answer some of the questions that I get asked when I do get asked, I guess. I'll start with will they ever close up? Will your ears ever heal? Mine, no, not being this size. This is well past the point of no return. They'll definitely get a lot smaller. If I take them out, they will, you know, they will shrink down, but they'll never close up again. Everybody's threshold for that's a little different. You know, a lot of people say that it's around 00-ish is, you know, where the point of no return for where they won't close up. I don't know if that's really true or not. I think it's just going to be different for everybody. Some people it might be less, some people it might be more. I couldn't really say for you in particular. Only one way to really find out on that one. Next question I get asked is, does it hurt? Right now, no. A lot of people hate it when I do this, so I love to do it. So you can grab them and you can pull on these pretty fucking good. And they're not going anywhere. They don't hurt. They're healed. They're fine. There's no problems with them. Now, the actual stretching process, I wouldn't say that it hurts. It's definitely uncomfortable. It's not like a sharp pain though. It's not like a cut or something like that. It's more of a dull kind of burn, and not even burn like literally like you put your hand on the stove and it's hot. It's really hard to explain. It's like the slow expansion of flesh is all I can really describe it. It's just a really dull burn. It's kind of like one of those, like when you have a headache and it sits in the back of your head all day. It's kind of like that, I guess. I don't really know how else to describe it, but it doesn't really hurt that much. But, you know, your threshold for that might be different than mine, so I don't think it's too bad. It might be different for somebody else. I can only speak to me. Another question I get asked is, how do you get them to be that big? Because you see people with piercings in their ears, and even see people with plugs that are, you know, a lot smaller, and, you know, people ask me, how do you get them to be this big? Well, real quick, I'll see if I can find... Oh, there it is. Yep. Come on, you. This is not the smallest earring that I have, but this is the second smallest. I'll try to put it up for you guys here. There it is. That's a 10, it's pretty sure it's a 10 gauge earring. This is the second smallest. I got my ears pierced originally at a 12 and went up from there, but I mean, you can see obviously this is a lot smaller than what's going on over here now. It's because you get them pierced small and, you know, you work your way back up. You work your way up to whatever size that you want to go to, one size at a time, man. There's a reason I got this whole bag of goodies here is because I've been doing this a long time, and I didn't skip any sizes. I didn't try to do anything in between. I went size by size, one up at a time, because I wanted to do it properly and have my ears be really healthy. I did have one big fuck up. I'll talk about that in one sec. I just want to answer this last question that I get, or last two questions rather, that I get asked sometimes. Second last one is why? Why do you do that to yourself? Why do you why do you want to do that? Because I think it freaking looks cool, man. I don't know. Why do you dye your hair? Why do you get tattoos? Why do you trim up your beard to look all nice or whatever? It's just it's an aesthetic thing. I think it looks nice. I think it works well with my physique, and yeah, it gives me confidence in myself. Honestly, it's really something that's helped with my body confidence. So yeah, I quite enjoy it. I think it looks cool, and that's why I do it. But everybody has their own reasons. Your reasons might be different. And the other question I get, and I hate the fact that I even have to answer this one, but I know I have to, because I've gotten asked it before, is, do they smell? No. Because, why? Because I clean them. Because I clean my ears. I clean these every day. Whenever I go in the shower, I take these out, I clean them off. If your ears smell, then you need to clean your fucking jewelry. Alright? Or there's something else going on that's maybe beyond your control, maybe you have an allergic reaction or something, I don't know. In which case, I'm sorry, that sucks. But generally speaking, if your ears smell bad, you need to clean them, alright? I wag my finger at you. Alright. Sorry, that was a bit of silliness there. But yeah, those are just some common questions that I get asked, so I figured I'd answer them just in case, if you ever wanted to ask me, now you know. And if you didn't want to ask me, hey, now you know too. There you go. But yeah, circling back a bit to the story about my fuck-up. So yeah, about 4-ish years ago, I think it was, 4 years ago, I was stretching from, I believe it was from 1 inch to 1.125, or it was from 1/8 to 1 1/4, I can't remember, but anyway, I was stretching, and I had these big silicone stretchers. I don't have the exact ones anymore, but they were something like this. They're silicone, they're big, I think that ones are a little bit bigger, but you get the idea, and they're squishy, right? So I thought I'd be a big fucking man about it, and stupidly, I was like, oh, well, I can take the silicone, and you can do this kind of thing where you press it in, and you can squeeze them, something like that. And then you can put it in your ear, and it'll do that. Fucking genius, right? Fucking stupid. So I do that. Scrunch it up. Put it in my ear. It goes in. Hey, there you go. Burns like I kind of expect, but it burns worse than I expect, like really bad. And I left it in for about 2.5 days. And I finally said to myself, okay, well, I need to at least clean them because I know that there's probably all sorts of nastiness, gunk and stuff in there. So I go to take them out. So I grab the piece of jewelry and I take it out. Well, guess what fucking happens? I rip my goddamn fucking ear open all the way from about here to about here. Almost, not quite, but almost a half moon. Ripped it wide open, man. It was bleeding all over the place. It was gross. And you know what happens, of course, after the first one? You gotta do the fucking second one. Because what are you gonna do at that point? Leave it in? See how it goes? I don't know if it was the right or wrong thing to do, but either way, this is what happened. I took the second one out. It tore open. It bled everywhere too. It was great. So I couldn't wear any jewelry for about 2.5, 3 months. I had to let them heal up. They got all fucking gross and crusty, and it was frankly embarrassing for me. I fucked it up. I'll own it, whatever. But, obviously I was able to get back on the right path, let them heal, get them sized back up, and I got them, back to where we are now, so we're all good. But, ye be warned. If you're going to stretch your ears, I recommend, that you do it properly. Don't skip sizes. Don't be stupid and do what I did and think you can just throw a bigger size piece of jewelry in there when you can't, because I just told you what'll happen. But, yeah, just be smart about it. And you know what? Going size by size is nice because it's not, it's more expensive to do, I guess, but it'll give you the opportunity to really figure out what size you want to stop at, what you're comfortable with. It's the best way to do it, man. Your ears will thank you for it, especially when you get up to, if you decide to get up to bigger sizes like this later on, like you'll have that skin to work with, especially if you don't get them like punched out. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you want to do that, go right ahead. But the reason that I just don't recommend that generally is because especially if you want to go up to bigger sizes, you typically want to have the extra skin to work with. But hey, you do you. I'm just speaking to me, right? But yeah, anyway, so that's my little video about talking about my ears. They're finally at the size I want, which means now I can start finally buying nice, expensive jewelry. So that's good. But yeah. I'm pretty stoked about them, and just thought I'd share, how stoked I am with you guys. So thanks so much for watching. If you got any other questions you want me to answer, or if you got any stories about talking with people about your stretched ears, or any piercing, stories, nightmares, or whatever you want to call them, throw them in the comments down below. I'll be down there. I'll chat. And if you got any other questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.